Never underestimate the power of the joint venture. I did my first real joint venture in 1996. My webmaster sent me a link to a website called springerspan.com. This belonged to a young programmer at University of California, San Diego, who as a hobby was programming one of the web's first multiplayer game sites. You know, you can play games like chess, checkers, hearts, spades, bridge, backgammon against other people in real time. I'm a gamer, always have been, and when my webmaster sent me the link, I took a look at it, and I realized that this young programmer was onto something, but he really didn't have much traffic to his site. In fact, he only had about 3 or 4 people logged in playing his games at one time. So I sent an email to the programmer and I told him I thought his site was cool and would he be interested in teaming up. I believe that we could rework the site a little bit as he continued expanding on it and that I could market it via worldvillage.com and some other means. After some negotiations, he said yes. Out of that was born classicgames.com. And instead of 3 or 4 people using the site at one time, we had up to 600 people using the site. That's when I got a knock on the virtual door. It's from a little company that you might have heard of called Yahoo. They saw that we were onto something and they asked if we wanted to come out to San Jose to visit with them to see about partnering. To make a long story short, they ended up buying classicgames.com in its entirety, and they also took the programmer with them. He went to work for them for about 7 years as their chief game Yahoo, and I believe today still Yahoo Games is one of the largest multiplayer game sites on the web. So this is a perfect example of a successful joint venture. He had the programming, I had the marketing, and the two of us made up for each other's weaknesses with our strengths. Find out what your strengths are and then find somebody who's got the strengths to your weaknesses to complement you so that you can pull off a successful joint venture. And by the way, if you go to one of the Yahoo Games tables like spades or hearts and sit down, you'll notice that there's various avatars you can scroll through and pick one that's going to be your avatar for the game. One of them is a guy with a red cap, glasses, and a goatee. Hey, have you tuned into Comm Live yet? That's right, every week it's a brand new live show right out of my offices here in Loveland, Colorado. I've got all kinds of interesting things to talk about, questions that we answer live, and special guests. So to tune in, go to www.joelcomm.com/live.html, and I'll see you there.